Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, which replaces the Indian Evidence Act of 1872, marks a significant shift in the Indian judicial system by modernizing the legal framework around the admissibility and handling of evidence in court proceedings. Welcome to VAR India News Hour. The key objectives of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam are to modernize, simplify, and streamline how evidence is presented and interpreted inside the courts. Such modern provisions will make the judicial system more technology enabled, fair, and efficient. Compared to the Indian Evidence Act, Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam is simplified, clearer, and visibly addresses challenges like cybercrime and vulnerable groups. One of the most groundbreaking aspects of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam is its recognition of electronic and digital evidence on par with traditional documentation. This means that digital records such as emails and online communications now hold the same weight as physical documents in the court. This change reflects the evolving nature of communication and information storage in our digital age. Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam significantly broadens the definitions of evidence and documents to include modern elements like server logs, location evidence from GPS data, and digital voice messages. According to Section 63 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, electronic and digital records are admissible as evidence and hold the same legal validity and enforceability as the traditional documents. This provision ensures that digital records are treated with the same level of seriousness and scrutiny as physical documents, promoting a more comprehensive and inclusive approach to evidence. Moreover, Section 63B of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam stipulates that printed copies of electronic records can be admitted as evidence if specific conditions are met. These conditions include regular use of the computer for storing relevant information, accurate data entry, proper functioning of the computer, and an accurate reflection of the data in the printout. Additionally, a certificate from a qualified person must confirm these conditions and identify the electronic record and device used. This requirement ensures the reliability and authenticity of digital evidence, safeguarding against potential misuse or manipulation. One of the most pressing issues is the potential for a spoofed chat to wrongly incriminate an innocent individual. If a screenshot can be easily manipulated, it becomes unreliable as evidence, leading to possible miscarriages of justice. This underscores the necessity for robust authentication mechanisms beyond simple screenshots. Therefore, while screenshots can serve as initial indicators in digital investigations, their susceptibility to manipulation underscores the imperative for comprehensive authentication procedures and expert validation. Without such safeguards, the potential for misuse and injustice remains a pertinent concern in the digital age. It is crucial for professionals, businesses, and individuals to understand its provisions and implications. Let's look into today's headlines. Alphabet and HubSpot buyout discussion fell apart. Alphabet, the parent company of Google, has walked away from the discussion on acquiring HubSpot. According to reports, for the last 3 months, Google was keen to acquire HubSpot, the CRM giant. This could have been a multi-billion-dollar deal that would have benefited Google Cloud. The discussion did not progress due to the parties didn't get to due diligence stage in deal talks and fell apart shortly after the companies held initial discussions on a potential deal. Kerala government promoting AI with a slew of policies. In order to promote the state as a global hub of generative artificial intelligence, that is Gen AI, Kerala has unveiled a slew of upfront policy initiatives by creating a highly enabling ecosystem reinforced by incentives, support, and partnerships. Minister for Industries and Law, P. Rajiv, said the government will come out with a dedicated AI policy complying with the ESG, that is environmental, social, and governance goals during this fiscal year itself. OpenAI is working on a new breakthrough reasoning technology codenamed Strawberry. Codenamed Strawberry, Sam Altman's OpenAI is working on a new reasoning technology for its large language models. It is reported that the company is hoping that Strawberry will dramatically improve the reasoning capabilities of its AI models. Strawberry is a closely guarded secret even within the organization. Previously known as Q Star, it was seen as a breakthrough within the company. GATE 2025 to be organized by IIT Roorkee. This year, Indian Institute of Technology, that is IIT Roorkee, will organize the Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, that is GATE. This examination is jointly conducted by IISc and 7 IITs comprising IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Guwahati, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Madras and IIT Roorkee on behalf of the National Coordination Board, that is NCB GATE, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India. Candidates can register themselves at the official website to appear for the exam. The application portal is expected to open in the last week of August 2024. Celebrities across globe attend Radhika and Anant's wedding in Mumbai. Industrialist Mukesh Ambani's youngest son, Anant Ambani, married pharmaceutical heiress and childhood sweetheart Radhika Merchant at a grand event attended by celebrities from across the globe, politicians, superstars of Hindi and South Indian cinema, and top cricketers of the country. The venue of the wedding ceremony was the Geo World Convention Center in Mumbai. Both Indian and international celebrities made the wedding extravagant with their august presence. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Var India magazine. You can download the Var India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for more news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.